Hi everyone, in this video we will learn the structure of the heart, chapter 3 transportation, the circulatory system from the 10th class biology. The heart has 4 chambers in it, 2 upper chambers and 2 lower chambers. 2 upper chambers are called as atria, also called as auricles, and the 2 lower ones are called ventricles. The blood vessels found in the walls of the heart are coronary vessels which supply blood to the muscles of the heart. So the heart is made up of muscles and other tissues. The tissues or the cells present in the heart also need different types of the nutrients and oxygen through the blood. The coronary vessels are the blood vessels. These blood vessels supply the blood to the muscles of the heart. The walls of the ventricles are relatively thicker than atrial walls. When we divide the heart into 2 parts vertically, we get 2 chambers at left side. One is anterior means upper, and other is posterior, lower. So on the left side, upper chamber and lower chambers are present. On the right side also 2 chambers are present, one at upper anterior portion and another at lower posterior portion. The inner space of the left atrium and ventricle are smaller when compared to that of right atrium and ventricle. The rigid vessels are called arteries which originate from the heart and supply blood to various organs in the body. The larger artery is the aorta. The relatively smaller one is pulmonary artery which carries blood from the heart to lungs. The less rigid vessels are the veins which bring blood from all body parts to the heart. The vein which is at the anterior end of the right side of the heart is superior vena cava. The superior vena cava, also called as precaval vein, which collects blood from anterior parts, particularly head and neck of the body. The vein which is coming from the posterior part of the heart is inferior vena cava or postcaval vein, collecting blood from posterior parts, that means lower parts, hands and legs of the body. The 2 atria and 2 ventricles are separated from each other by muscular partitions are called septa. The openings between atria and ventricles are guarded by valves. The valves present on the right auriculoventricular septum between right atrium and right ventricle is referred to as tricuspid valve. The valve present on the left auriculoventricular septum between left atrium and left ventricle is referred to as bicuspid valve or mitral valve. A major blood vessel that originates from the right ventricle is pulmonary aorta. The valves present at the region of the pulmonary aorta are called pulmonary valves. A major blood vessel originates from left ventricle is systemic aorta. The valves present at the region of systemic aorta are called as systemic valves. So there are 4 different types of the valves present in the heart. First one, tricuspid valve. Second one, bicuspid valve. This bicuspid valve also called as mitral valve, pulmonary valves, systemic valves. In the right atrium, we can observe the openings of superior and inferior vena cava. In the left atrium, we can observe the openings of pulmonary veins that bring blood from lungs. From the upper part of the left ventricle, a thick blood vessel called aorta arises. It supplies oxygenated blood to the body parts. From the upper part of the right ventricle, pulmonary artery arises that supplies deoxygenated blood to the lungs. After careful examination, we observe valves in the pulmonary artery and aorta as well.